up guys, Amanda Ray here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is very exciting because we're finally gonna get started on the Cadillac today. I'm super excited to put the cam in and get all the upgrades that we have for it. A little nervous because we obviously haven't messed with the internals of a V8 before, so I'm a little nervous about that, but we've got Cal on speed dial, so I don't think it'll be an issue. So today we're gonna get started. Not sure how much we're gonna get done, but we're gonna go ahead and start off by taking off the front bumper, draining the coolant, and then we're gonna go from there. So I'll be back in just a few. The bumper off, guys, we're gonna take off this support, we're gonna take this off, we're gonna take that off, we're gonna drain the coolant, and then once we get access to the inside, we'll see what we have to do. Alright, so real quick guys, we got off the exchanger over here, and now we have to try and get off the condenser, but unfortunately the AC line is like a hard line, so we don't want to bend this. So we've been told that you can drop it straight down and swing it out, but we don't want to bend the hard line. So we're gonna take out the radiator and drain it first and see if that gives us more room to play with this. The problem that we're gonna have is that this frame right here, the radiator hose that we have to disconnect because there's no plug, is right above this. So it's gonna get everywhere. So we've got a bucket ready, we've got some towels ready, because it's gonna get messy. But I think that's gonna be the easiest way to get everything out of our way so we can actually get to where we wanna be. I'll check back in just a few. Ready, one?
You ready?
No, I'm not. All right, oh my God.
Here. I got it. I'll screw the boat back. Yep, right there, you're good.
That's not bad.
Dude, I thought it was gonna go everywhere.
Smell.
It's pink.
It's pretty.
You're about to get a fucking foot right through the center of it. I'll show you what comes out.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna show you that we finally got the radiator out, we got the condenser, we got everything out. Please don't give me any judgment for the mess you're about to see, guys. It's all over the floor, all up under it. Like, listen, we had some serious problems getting this radiator out. Anybody have an aftermarket radiator? Or can we delete anything? Let me know in the comments below because I hate this radiator with a passion. So we got a clean view of what we need to get to. So now we're just gonna clean up everything before we do anything else, because that is a mess. So we'll be back in just a few. Alright guys, so we started taking everything off the valve cover. We got the coil packs off, pulled everything out of the way. I did have a BMR catch can that was right here. It is like literally brand new on the inside, it's crazy. But we have everything off, ready to go. We are going to be putting in new spark plugs and my new 1300 injectors as well while we are here. So we're just getting everything prepped and ready before we actually start taking things off and installing new things. So we're gonna go to the other side and get the other side clear and give it a go. I'll be back. Alright guys, so we got this side completely ready and showing. Funny thing, we found the ECU of the car. It is right here. It was under the ice box that we took out to get better access to the valve cover. It's kind of weird place, I think. I don't know. So now that that's completely showing, we can take them both off and get ready to do springs and all that stuff. We are going to take a quick break, eat some food, and we'll come back at it. I'll be back. Alright, so we got the belts off, and now we're going to just start taking off all the pulleys that we need to take off to get them out of the way to get access to the timing cover. So we're going to start with this one first, I guess. working so well. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is obviously we have to take off the harmonic balancer because I have a new one, my super shiny one. So we've got the tool to do it right here. This goes in and locks, and then we just use the impact to take it off. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Let's see how easy this is to come off. Bam! Just like that, it comes off. So we got this out, this is the timing chain tensioner that we had to basically do some sketchy stuff to get it out from behind the oil pump right there. You can see the chain is just dangling on the bolt. We've got the little wheel out right here. So it was very sketchy, but we got some pretty good advice on how to get it out without having to drop the pan and all of that. So we're gonna go ahead and do the next step, which should be the cam. So we're gonna go ahead and get the lifters ready. We've got a trick to keep those up so we don't have to drop any, and then we're gonna install the cam. So I'll show you how we do it and how we set it up so it's a fail-proof plan before we do it. That way you guys can try it at home and save you guys a couple steps too. All right, I'll be back. So if you guys look right here, what we did is we spun the camshaft a few times to get the lifters up, and we inserted these into the oil galleys, whatever they're called. And that's gonna keep the lifters in place, so that way I'm able to pull the cam out without dropping anything. Hopefully this works. That way we don't have to pull the oil pan, we don't have to pull the head, any of that. So, without further ado, I'm going to try and pull my cam. Wish me luck. Officially took out my first cam. Super excited, but now I gotta get the other one back in real quick. Alright guys, so we've got the new cam gear on, and those 3 bolts, you torque it down to 22 foot-pounds is what we found online. So we're gonna go with that, and now we're gonna move on to a very difficult part. So we've got this dog bone type shape that we have to get in, that's gonna be replacing that retainer that was there before. It goes right down in here. It's very difficult to get it on there with the chain and everything, but we're gonna go ahead and try and give it a shot. So wish us more luck. Alright guys, so we got the dog bone in, this black piece right here. We did end up having to take the gear back off to put the chain on. We found out it's easier, and I think it might be the only way to get the chain back on is if you take this off. It literally goes back together almost instantly. So we got the dog bone on. These are torqued back down to 22 foot-pounds. Now we're gonna put in the oil pump bolts. There's 4, and we'll go from there. I'll update you guys on my next step. Alright, so now that it's all clean, guys, don't mind the outside. I can clean that once it's on the car, but for the sake of the inside, that just needs to be cleaned. This goes in. The springs down. You can see the spring, there's a spring in there. Spring goes down. Alright guys, so on most stock LS motors, LSA motors right here in the corner, on both sides, typically ends up leaking. You can see somewhat how it's darker over here. That's just from leakage. That's very common. So that's why we got gray RGB. We're just gonna stick in the corners, kind of get it to really stick. That's what Cal recommended to do. So we're gonna go ahead and apply this and get the cover back on. All right, so looking up for the front cover, all the bolts should be torqued down to a minimum 18. These bottom two might be impossible to get the torque thing on there, so those are gonna be just tight. So we're gonna go ahead and torque everything down and move on to the next step. Alrighty guys, so we've got the new Innovators West Harmonic balancer installed. It is just super shiny compared to the rest of everything. It does not belong. I'm in love with it. So it's very, very tight. The torque spec was like up in the 200s, I believe. Very difficult to do, not going to lie. We struggled a lot, but it is gorgeous. It is on there, and now we're gonna be doing the next few steps, putting all the other pulleys on. We still have to do the springs, which I'm gonna show you in a little bit. But yeah, so I'm super excited for this, and I cannot wait to see how this car drives, sounds, and feels. I'm so excited.